Okay. Thanks.
2 or 3 takes in, we're gonna really get it.
And welcome back to the Somerville and Brewcast, the official podcast of the Somerville and Brew Alliance, located here in beer-soaked Somerville, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. I'm Jason A.
I'm Alex Rogers.
And today we have another return special guest, Ryan Bell.
The trifecta.
The three-peat.
Three-peat.
I'm so excited that you're here. This is so great. Big soccer fan.
Big
World Cup just ended.
I've been really living my best life. Last, just constant streaming at
That's
work.
the thing about
Zero
Arsenal,
work,
right? They just
a
try
lot
to
of
walk
soccer.
it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's relevant, right?
I was getting plenty of work in the, hour window in between games. Just get it all done then.
I have 3 screens at my work, and one of them has been always on soccer for the last month solid. And I've been watching it on Google TV, so everything's been streaming, and then every once in a while stream goes out, and I don't know if it's Google TV's services or my work is you really need to stop streaming soccer nonstop at your work.
Oh yeah, I've had the same thought, but a certain head of the legal department at my employer started the World Cup by making fun of me for watching soccer, and then was quickly hooked, and he had me help him hook it up to his TV in his office so that he could stream the World Cup the rest of the time. So as long as he was watching it, I felt like I was in the clear.
That's awesome. My first story that I have that I was going to share with you guys is slightly related to the World Cup, and it's because of England-Croatia's game that just happened recently. When the first goal scored, here would bring it.
Oh, I know where this is going. Croydon Box Park.
Yes.
As they say. Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so good. So they score this goal, and as soon as they score it, everybody who has a beer or a water or anything in their hand just throws it into the air, and it just looks awesome. It looks like a water park for a solid 10 seconds. It's so cool.
The best part of that, the reason that I think that one in particular looks so great is because people are throwing up the beer that they have in their hand, and England scored their goal in the 5th minute of the game, so everybody only had 5 minutes to drink their beer, so almost everybody had a completely full beer that they just threw in the air in the audience. Waste of beer, if you ask me. As appreciators of beer, we shouldn't encourage this behavior. Drink your beers. Come on, that probably costs you with the exchange rate, that probably costs you $12.
So a goal is all, and that's what they're describing. So if you love soccer, this is going to be for the rest of you, I am so sorry.
I'm trying to find it, and it's not coming up. Hilarious. This is the one time I'm actually trying to find something. Oh, here we go.
I think they removed all England content. I'm so depressed.
So you can hear it, right? It sounds like a normal cheer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm going to actually stop it. I'll flip the screen around, show you what it looks here, because it's just insane. When they start screaming, everyone throws anything liquid up into the air and just continues to do it.
I saw the one in the bar that I guess...
It's so funny. I'm sure everybody had to go get a second beer after that.
Oh, for sure. And this has been the crossover intro with Jason and my new podcast, Jason and Ryan's Soccer Time.
Yeah.
Be sure to check that out.
Perfect. I love that show, by the way. I'm super excited.
Like and subscribe.
But it was funny that it was it wasn't very short-lived. It was pretty long-lived before Croatia scored a goal.
The 70th minute or something that they scored.
They were feeling pretty happy for a while and got super sad. All right, so today we're going to do a normal episode, I think, where we're just gonna do some beer news. I think, is that what we used to do?
Yeah, I was trying to remember that on the way over to the podcast.
All
Because
right.
we've been on the road for a while. It's been a minute.
We have been. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Too much. But it's good to be back. It's good to be here with future co-host Ryan. I look forward to whenever it's me and you. We have to deal with Jason, part of this podcast.
Wow,
anymore.
that's rude.
It's
so rude.
Very rude. That he keeps showing up to our podcast, Ryan, so I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just happy to be here. Should note, Alex and I do nothing during this, but Jason is constantly moving, constantly clicking buttons,
I'm
checking
really sweaty
levels.
right now.
So
I can't believe that in this time that we've been away, Brewbot has made it. So, go ahead, take it away, Brewbot.
No.
Hi, Brewbot.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for being here again today. Do your job. Nice job. We have some beer news, and then we also have a whole bunch of beers that we're going to try. We got 4 crazy-ass beers from all over the place. One looks really big, covered in wax. We also have a very boozy selection from Ryan that
Ooh, you're going to like that.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we're all going to be just like laying on our sides by the end of the episode. Screaming at each other. Yeah, a lot of heartburn maybe. So for news articles, let's give it to the guests. Ryan, you brought something today, right?
Oh, I brought something indeed. So my article, quote unquote, an article in the true 2018 internet sense. It is more of a short post on Slate.com centered around a YouTube video. So I will briefly summarize the video and encourage you all to check it out on said website, Slate.com, or probably YouTube, right? I imagine Slate has a YouTube channel.
How dare they be lazy with their content? This podcast is about content integrity. We are so organized.
Yes, we
How
are.
dare they?
I know. But we are stealing their content.
But thank you for your
So,
content.
yeah.
So
Thanks
I
a little
think
bit.
the video portion of it, you'll understand why they may have opted for a video portion as I summarize it. So anyway, the post is called "It Could Be Dangerous to Squeeze a Lime in Your Beer Outside This Summer." And that is because you could get Lyme disease. And no, not that Lyme disease that you're thinking of. Other Lyme disease, like the fruit, Lyme disease. L-I-M-E.
Is this alt facts?
This is not fake
What is
news.
this?
This is real news.
This just sounds like bullshit.
how
right
dare
away.
I know.
This is the defense of not being able to spell lime correctly.
You're trying to make me less American so I can't squeeze my lime into my lager
My very
that
American Corona.
is very
If anything, this should help. This should plummet Corona sales this summer. I know, you guys are always trying to build a wall. That's what you're always talking about off
we
the
do,
podcast.
yeah, always wall, nonstop.
But okay. So Lyme disease is the colloquial term for phytophotodermatitis. And you get phytophotodermatitis, or you can get it if you squeeze or get lime juice on your skin, and then your skin is out in the sun for an extended period of time afterward. And what'll happen is, usually it says symptoms show up in 2 days and can last as long as 7 days. You get redness and blistering on your skin. The video has some really gross photos. You can also just Google phytophotodermatitis.
And we'll be sure to include that as the cover photo for the episode. It's a nice,
please.
irritated,
Instead of
skin.
Yeah, instead of my face, just put a gross hand in there, please. And so you have this redness and blistering up to a week, and then once that goes away, it leaves a brown mark on your skin for a couple months. It can
For months?
Yeah, that's what it says. So what happens is
Wait, how big is this brown?
Well, it's
bruisey
however much you spill lime
birthmark
juice.
thing?
I mean, you can get this without specifically lime juice, but lime juice is, if you get it on your skin, is a way you can get phytophotodermatitis.
Oh, man.
And so what happens is it's a chemical reaction activated by photosynthesis. So UV rays come into contact with, here you go, furanocoumarins.
Sure.
Don't quote me on that. Furanocoumarins, and that is a chemical compound that is found in lime. And so when that UV rays come into contact with that compound, it can cause your skin cells to degenerate and rupture, and then that in turn causes all this skin redness and blistering and all this.
This is really
grossness.
breaking news for the summer prank
Yeah.
of 2018.
So just spray lime juice on your friends at the beach. That's the moral of the story. Just get one of those grocery store, the little green limes.
Oh yeah. That's what I want people to take away from this podcast is a wholesale endorsement to please take lime juice from a store and spray it on.
That is a takeaway. But more importantly, I thought, if you're gonna put lime in your beer, do it inside and then wash your hands. I think is the moral of the story.
What if you have a beer that already has lime juice in it?
Then don't.
And you spill it on yourself outside.
Like all those English people have really thrown it up. They all have it now.
Yeah, exactly.
They were all drinking Bud Light.
Not just your
Lime.
hands,
They all
like
have
your
it.
entire body's just covered in
Your
like
BLLs
brown.
are gonna get they're gonna poison you.
That sucks.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, maybe we should not buy Bud Light.
Well,
Limes.
that's
Is that
why
what you're saying?
it's good that most craft beer now comes in cans. So you're not getting limes in there anyway, even if you wanted. it. There's no
It's true.
point.
Yeah, you could just stay away from fruit in general.
Yeah.
And then drink a beer like a normal person.
You're trying to squeeze it into a can, though. You're like me, and that's a challenge. You're gonna get it all over.
Oh,
yourself.
it's on your
This
face.
is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's an epidemic.
But this is what it's July. You know, it's a long summer ahead of us.
Summer's dangerous.
I just
Summer's
wanted
dangerous,
everybody
It's so
to
dangerous.
be aware. You know, PSA over here.
And your sunscreen.
Yeah. I don't know if this chemical is in lemons, or oranges. Something else to think about.
Man,
we could easily look this up on the internet.
We could.
We don't do that.
With how hard it is for me to search up like one video that I knew was even out there, I think it would be hard for me to Google something like that right now.
Yeah, but long
Especially
story
since I
short,
don't know how to spell chemistry things.
aren't you? It says the chemist.
Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know how to spell, okay?
All right, yeah, that's fair. You don't need spells to use graduated cylinders. You don't need spelling. Excuse
Spells.
me. You don't need spelling.
We were talking about Harry Potter earlier before we started recording.
I got Hufflepuff on the brain. It happens. Anyway, that's enough of my dumb thing. But just be careful with the limes, people. That's the big takeaway.
Speaking of being careful and complicated spelling, I learned a new word today.
What?
It's Zymergy, which, if you'll give me a second while I perform a little Google search here, it's the science which studies the biochemical process of fermentation and chemical usage. I learned that today whenever I was reading that there's a magazine called Zymergy Magazine, and they just, for the second year in a row, named Bell Brewery Inc.'s Two Hearted Ale, on the show before, as the best beer, period. They named it for the second year in a row, that's that. And I guess prior to that, Pliny the Elder had gotten 8 years in a row, and as a congratulations for their first time beating them, they sent them an entire case of Pliny, and it just felt so weird. It's like passive aggressive, like, here, have this actual better beer. But no, they were the best, and it just kind of, surprised me. I was like, it's really good. I like it a lot, but best beer in the world, not in my opinion. I'll take that to the grave. You can send bells is like sending assassins.
I actually have something that ties in really well with that. So what I was looking at was the 2008. Oh, thanks for chewing, by the way, while I'm trying to share my story.
Well, I'm done.
This is good. This is a good time for you to chew.
Jason's
Have a
wife
snack.
gave us crackers that are
like
really salty
Liz
and
enabled me to
delicious.
do
Hang
this.
back. So what I was going to say was that something else has come along. The 2018 U.S. Open Beer Championship that was held apparently in Oxford, Ohio, all places, which seems a bit strange. But they had, what was it, over 6,300 beers and 110 different styles. And everything was tested blindly. So everybody submits things. And this is one of the few competitions where large breweries and nationally recognized home brewers can submit at the same time and get rated against each other. So the national champion, after winning 3 gold medals and 2 silver medals. No, it wasn't. But it was funny that you said it was like the best beer by far, because it wasn't, according to this at least. Was Peticulous Brewing in Dallas, Texas. They had a few beers get medals. One of them was Black Curtain Imperial Stout. Another one was Great Scottish Ale and Velvet Hammer Imperial Red Ale. It sounds pretty cool. And I was like, those are like nice names, right? Yeah. All right, well, on their website, usopenbeer.com, they also have a list of, first of all, the top 10 breweries in 2018 that they rated, and also the top 10 most creative beer names right after that. So, really cool. Nobody in the Northeast is on the top 10 breweries, by the way. I saw that.
I feel like that's some Ohio bias.
I think so.
We're going to hold the competition in Ohio. Ohio beers will win.
Classic Oxford elite.
There's a couple Massachusetts breweries that did win awards, though. So say Wormtown Brewery's Birthday Brew number 8 won gold medal for American barley wine.
Cool.
Let's see.
As the only drinkable barley wine.
Does anybody know White Lion Brewing in Massachusetts?
Where in Massachusetts?
I don't know. But
sounds like a Western
insane Maine beer got bronze for the American Amber Red Ale.
Insane in the Maine.
We have a great showing of Sam Adams. Their Boston Ale got alt beer, a bronze medal. And they also, I think it was Utopia's. Utopia's got gold for the barrel aged strong.
Tommy McBoston's like, this is the best beer right here. Yeah. I brought it with me. Sam Adams, Boston Lager.
Hey, he said it was a blind taste test.
Yeah, blind.
He can't see for shit.
The Castle Island Brewing, which we all know, their lager got gold for American Lager Pilsner.
Cool.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So let me show. I need to share you some of.
Yeah,
these
I want the
names,
names.
right?
To be honest, I don't really care who won.
Yeah,
I want the fun names.
just been on you for like the past 5 minutes just so we can get to the names.
have just been thinking about Harry Potter.
All right, so I'll show you the top 3. Number 3 was Another One Bites the Must.
Ooh.
Peter B's Brew Pub. Number
Must-flavored
2
beer.
was We're Gonna Need a Bigger Cucumber.
Not
Columbia
where I
Craft
thought that
Brewing.
was going for the front half of the name, but okay.
The number 1 most creative beer name they had on here was Beasts of Burden by Liquid Mechanics. My favorite, let's see, number 5 was Shitfaced, pretty cool, by Silver Harbor Brewing. And I think an honorable mention is, let's see if I can find it, Hoppy Right Infringement
Ha!
by Nola Brewing.
Nice.
Big fan of that one.
Nice.
I think it's really cool that they, still allowed them competition. They obviously had their underwear pulled all the way up to the back of their throat for showing up. Complete dorks.
Oh man, love puns. Puns are the best.
Yeah.
Great. They're
Yep.
great.
So yeah,
Wonderful.
that was my story. I did have one more that was I think really interesting is that there's this, these brew shops all the time have these little brew kits that you can do like a one-off beer or whatever. This one company in New York is getting crazy. Brooklyn Brew Shop has a unicorn IPA beer making that is a pink New England IPA with sprinkle. I'm showing you the picture right now.
I've seen this. Yeah, it's...
Ooh.
It is
Oh,
just
wow,
a unicorn
I'm
chugging
gonna
on
try
some beer.
I'd try it.
Would you?
Oh,
A pink
for
beer
sure.
with sprinkles on top?
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Ask and answer.
taste the rainbow.
Man, I obviously don't know who my friends are, what my audience
You would
is.
do this? Yeah. Hi, I'm Alex.
All right, well, I guess the obvious thing is that we need to buy this beer making mix right now
Oh,
and
absolutely.
then brew this crazy freaking thing. I have no idea.
Sounds
That's
like
nuts.
fun.
It does. It sounds inventive.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a few videos online, people taking IPAs and double glitter in, so like have the glitter going through them. It looks like it'd be a nightmare, but I imagine it's hilarious looking at someone's drink when they're just like covered in glitter.
So here's a question about this. So both of you had beer ranking news items, right?
Yeah.
So yours, do they only? I guess both of them. Do they only consider new beers? Is it any beer?
It's any beer that's submitted to the competition.
Okay. Oh,
So-
for your I guess the blind
Yeah.
taste test. But I guess like the same. How are you gonna give the same beer? Like it's good. Like shouldn't this be like the Oscars? Like has the beer
Whatever
has to be
comes out this
released in
year.
a certain time period?
So
to be
mine's actually a little
considered?
more relevant, I think, than Jason's for your point, because mine is a ranking of the American Homebrewers Association. That actually sounds more formal, right? Like they actually voted, and it says here that they list beer that is commercially available in America. That was published. This was published on an annual survey of thousands of amateur. So it feels a little more exclusive, like you would for nomination, not like Jason's half-assed Ohio.
Wow.
Bring
Wow.
your beer to
Rude.
landlocked Ohio so we can drink.
The Ivory Towers of Oxford, Ohio.
Elite.
But yeah, I
Call it back
don't
beer
know.
drink.
It just seems weird that like a beer that's been around for 20 years or something or 10 years all of a sudden like it's gonna get better, or you're just making the same beer over and over.
Have you had Bud Light?
I mean, I get there are obviously like some breweries like change, like they'll have different flavors or different additions, yada yada. But I don't know. That seems weird. No, is it just me?
I don't know. I think if you had a new beer that came out, you'd want to rank it against things that are, I don't know, timeless beers, if you want to say that, or
I
like
guess, but
cornerstone beers.
we're not gauging, whatever movie won Best Picture this year, which it was not Moonlight, that was last year.
Shape of Water, I think.
Shape of Water. Yeah, we're not putting that up against.
I'm sure there's got to be like some category
American
when you have
Beauty
a
or
normal
something, I don't
beer championship sort of thing
Both
where
are
it's
about
like
monsters that...
Good point.
that is weird. No, but there's got to be some sort of new beer category, right?
I don't know.
In competitions.
I actually always compare whenever we're trying beers. Like if I'm having an IPA, it's supposed to be like a stellar IPA. Before I compare it to the grades, I think there's some merit to it. But I agree. Like the new against new makes too.
I don't know. I mean, also, who cares what I think? But it's just something that crossed
You'll
my
care what
mind.
you
That's
think,
been this
Ryan.
episode. If you've enjoyed this,
Everyone who doesn't care has already left the podcast,
Yeah,
so it's
they're
only the
gone.
people who
They're so
care
gone.
that are still
Oh,
listening
nobody
to
made it
this.
through the soccer intro.
hello, Mom.
No. No, definitely not. Speaking of getting onto things, we should probably start drinking some beer.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Finally. We're parched staring at all this wonderful beer. It looks so awesome because we have an incredible lineup today. I think we may start with Fathead's Starlight, a German-style lager. I'm going to pass a bottle
Sounds good to
around.
me.
Ooh.
Just the branding on this bottle, I'm already a huge fan, especially of the cap, is this fat guy with his staff.
It's like a German Peter Griffin kind of wearing sunglasses.
It is, yeah,
Right?
totally. He's the guy who's like the head of your like pop band in your normal like Elks Lodge or
Right,
like,
yeah,
Beer
you're
garden,
Elks
I don't know.
Lodge. Yeah, you're Knights of Columbus.
This is the guy that gives you a ride home to Chicago when you've left your son alone in the house.
Oh
In
yes.
the back of his van.
Yeah.
That's who this guy is.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they're going through Sheboygan.
There's a bright yellow label on this, so it stood out immediately when I was going through a beer shop. Oh my gosh, what is that? And then the dude with the sunglasses with so many chins he's
He's got
hilarious.
the appropriate amount of chins for a fat guy. Like, he's very well rounded.
Yes. They're building a new brewery that is massive in Cleveland right now. It looks so huge. Like, we're talking big. This is not a microbrew anymore. They're trying to, crank as much stuff out as possible. I have not had this yet, so I'm super excited.
Did you get this in Cleveland?
I did.
Okay, cool. I was just curious if you got it
Heights,
around here.
Ohio. No, unfortunately, I don't think you can get this in the North yet. After they open that new brewery, I'm sure everybody in the world will be able to get it.
It's got that really fresh lager smell on it, too.
Yeah, it smells good.
It's gonna be and just looking at it, too, it's got a nice carbonate classic.
Super clear.
Coloration.
Let me read you the side of this while you're tasting it. Folklore. I don't know if I can read. Never mind. Folklore has it that the 6 points of the German brewer's star represented the 6 aspects of brewing most critical to purity: water, hops, grain, malt, yeast, and the brewer himself. I'm assuming that that's the big himself. We
Wait,
created
he's
this
in the
beer in
beer?
honor of this history.
Yeah, they ground him
Gross.
up and
Yeah.
you can taste it.
Chill out, man. Have a beer. Matt, Chris, and Glenn. They signed
Gross.
it. So,
Yeah,
what
I
do you
like
think,
this.
guys? German style lager?
This kind of beer is like my jam.
Yeah, it is for
Yeah,
me, too.
it's your
lately.
jam.
Yeah.
Is this slammable? In
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, I would.
Yes,
You
yes.
sit outside on in a park, on a porch, by the pool, or inside with friends.
I think that this is easily the most slammable style of beer, in my opinion. It's a
Yeah.
good, so easy drinking. Flavor is really there. It's got a nice aroma. The carbonate's a good.
It's 4.9%. You can drink a fair amount of them. It's super light. Goes down really easily. This is one of my favorite beers. Styles.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just keep drinking this and go outside. Let's screw this podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
You got a
that was it.
soccer ball?
Yeah.
Kick it at
yeah.
Alex.
Not
Until he
again.
likes it. Until he likes soccer.
He'll just throw his beer up in the
World
air.
Cup! World Cup! Scream World Cup and kick a ball at me.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot.
This is a solid first showing. I kind of want to keep drinking it, but I know we have a lot more coming on the way, and I need to compare it to other ones. So,
Yeah, good point.
yeah. What else we got over there, Alex? What's next?
All right, so next up we have it might be, honestly, one of our first multinational breweries. This is Brewdog.
You mean other than Bud Light
Oh,
or
yeah,
Budweiser?
sorry. Bud Light,
Anheuser-Busch?
international friend of the podcast.
We actually haven't drank Budweiser on the show yet, so
Yeah.
this
I
could
mean,
be our first
yeah,
international one.
But in our hearts, definitely probably the second. But yeah, so this is Brewdog's Elvis Juice. It's a grapefruit infused IPA with natural flavors. This is by the can and by the most minimal amount of research says it's born in Scotland, brewed in the USA. So those are the two countries we're contending with here. It says on the can, Elvis Juice, our naturally flavored India Pale Ale, packs more fruit than the state of California. A zest zenith on the nose, fruity foreplay gives way to truckload of grapefruit and orange, an interstate pileup of citrus. A frenzied fruit cocktail of flavor builds on a crescendo, and a bitter finale leaves screaming for more. Elvis, the absolute
leaves
king in a
screaming.
world of...
That's a lot.
That's-
And that was
that's-
all on that 12-ounce can.
It was so tiny, and honest, it was so goddamn hard to read because look at the font they chose and the
Oh,
color.
wow.
Like, that's why I'm struggling.
Yeah, that's really small.
For those that don't know me, I can read. I do okay. But no, this is a huge boast. I'm excited to dig into it. So it's I just literally said unopened can.
Elvis Juice leaves you down. Elvis
I
Juice.
feel like I need to save that glass for later, so I'm gonna.
I'm really going to be expecting a lot of fruit out of this beer.
It's supposed to be an interstate pileup, actually.
So I've actually had this beer before.
Oh man, I can smell it.
Yeah.
Woo, boy. All right, so this is definitely
Uh-huh.
darker than the Fathead Starlight German style lager. It's more ale looking, pretty clear. It's
Not
got
as much
that head to
carbonation
it.
popping out of
Smell that grapefruit.
Oh man, yeah, that is grapefruit bomb.
Don't spill that
nose,
on your
right?
skin in the sun. I'll tell you what.
it. Look at brown spots all over you. Did you shit your face?
Ooh.
It's not as juicy as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, nope, there
No,
it is.
it's pretty juicy. I was gonna say, I feel like it's pretty juicy.
I think it's more beer. But it's definitely on the back end. You get that acidity out of like the grape taste.
Yeah, the bitterness leaves you screaming for more, like they promised.
That's.
It's true. Fuck all them wannabes. This is Elvis, son.
This is
I
good.
think it tastes more juicy in the fact that it's not as carbonated as I thought it would be
Yeah,
either.
definitely. If it was more carbonated, I think it would. That profile acidity on. Yeah, the fact that it's low carb really has to it.
Yeah, I can see more carbonation on the first beer we tried.
That's just
That's
been hanging out
sitting
for a
there
while.
than I can on this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too hoppy either. Like, it's hoppy, but it's not like...
In true Slamable fashion,
Right.
I'll have to
Yeah.
take your word because I have killed lager.
the lager? Oh, yeah. This is nice.
Yeah, I like that.
For an English beer. I'm just kidding. It's good.
It's and the can design, we didn't even really talk about that much. It definitely looked Scottish. I mean, it's like a kilt wrapped around it. But I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's, again, the text and stuff is kind of hard to read, but there's a pretty impressive boast on it. I don't look at this can and think Elvis. So
Wait,
I'm a little...
does it say Elvis Juice in the background? That's not like a tartan pattern. That's like
Actual
wording.
Okay, unfuck you. It does say Elvis Juice.
Yeah.
That's on me. You're very hard to read, Cam. Was very hard
Wow.
to read.
It looks like I don't want to hate on the can, but it looks like there's just so much going on.
It is very busy,
Right?
But it's also kind of like new agey British too. It's like got a for all the busyness, like the Brewdog and the Elvis Stout and the logo is very like clean lines,
Right.
like industrial sort of almost font.
But then the rest of it is just so busy. Like
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
everybody's
there's a lot.
idea made it onto the can.
Their actual like symbol for Brewdog itself looks kind of cool and very simple.
Yeah, like a crest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a shield with a weird dog doing, I don't know what.
Howling at the moon. one
That sounds good to
assumes,
me.
right? I don't know, but yeah,
This European tour that we have gone on so far is kind of amazing.
yeah, I like
It ends very soon. I just want to
does.
soak it in while we while we're in the moment here.
it ends tonight.
What are we giving these two? I guess we should announce that, sadly, very sad, the voting under much pressure, extra credit. Is
Yeah,
now
it has.
Is this true?
gone.
It's not gone.
It's gone. It's
We've
dead.
just modified it
It's
a
dead.
little bit.
It's gone.
It's not dead.
It's nothing.
How
nothing.
did you modify it?
So we've had a couple complaints.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we had a couple Dear Abbeys come in,
Oh,
and
no.
they were like,
yeah.
some of the categories were weighted too high,
Oh,
and
well,
taste was not rated high enough.
I thought you changed it so taste was like 60% or something.
It's pretty high now.
It got bumped up.
I don't know if it's quite. It might be. Now.
I thought it was at
close.
60.
I think it was like 55 earlier.
So pretty close.
So what is it now? 80?
I think it's like
It's 100% the scale.
Oh,
It's definitely futile to fill out the form at this point.
I like the
No,
labeling.
it's
I mean, I guess taking a step back, yeah, probably the label, the wow factor, whatever that means, that should be like 10%.
Yeah, I still think that it's
Realistically.
important what makes you take it off. I think that's big.
I agree
Yeah.
with that too.
But as far as like, I don't know. See,
Was
as
it
we were.
smell one of the
I'll
guys?
tell you why that's important. We had one called Ramona, and I'll be honest with you, the packaging on it was phenomenal. It was amazing. Really clean, cool looking packaging.
Yeah.
I could not taste because of the smell. It was the worst smelling thing ever. And it was awful. And like the taste was probably fine, but I could not get so it definitely like I voted smell kind of low whenever I cast my ballot. But now my whole world.
I think it should also be like noted that the first two beers that we tried so far were purchased by me, and I would say
You want
I
to
went 90% on what they looked like.
Mm.
I mean, I couldn't taste them before I bought them.
You can crack it open and smell it for sure. Like that's very frowned upon.
Definitely not. I do like puns. I do like funny caricatures. Fathead sounded cool. Elvis Juice, yeah, why not? But I'm not gonna rate it on the smell by looking at it. So I feel like a whole lot of the stuff that comes down for purchasing a beer for longevity comes to marketing, and I feel like it needs to be a certain percentage.
From a commercial standpoint,
in
it's
our
definitely like for getting that one sale, it's definitely more important packaging, literally. But actually being ranked highly as a beer definitely should come down to primary. The other things, like I think these are two actual beers that are different, but also very pleasant, and I think that's like as well. So I think it's very important, and it definitely sets the stage for. I am an agree.
So these are the scores that we have right now, and you're more than welcome to argue with us if you want. So taste is now 62%, packaging and looks is 14%, smell is 8%,
Too high.
smell too high, creativity 10%, and the intangibles, nostalgia of the
Can
beer.
you believe that? 10.
Yeah.
It's
So
good. It's
I
good,
love
right?
intangibles.
It's good. I will admit defeat. Intangibles is much better.
It sounds pretty cool.
As a lifelong Trot Nixon fan, love intangibles.
Okay, well that's what it is.
What is intangibles percentage-wise?
7%.
Yes. I would take a few percentage, if it were up to me, I would take a few percentage points off of smell and creativity and add them onto packaging.
That could work.
I mean, it's your world. I'm just living it.
Well, no, what we did is we put it up to the group, and we had everybody vote, and then we took the averages
I
of all
probably
of
forgot
those.
to vote. No, I definitely voted in that.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Ryan B, there he is.
The podcast.
You put 15% creativity, buddy.
Ugh.
Ooh.
I was young then.
You were
I
young.
was so much younger then.
Jason kept the receipts. This is brutal.
You did put a full 10% in intangibles, though.
I love intangibles. I love intangibles.
I'm a big fan of that, too.
All right, fair enough. All right,
let's move on. What's our next beer here?
Our next one, I'm going to pass this off to you because this was a treasure you brought back. And I'm going to let you describe it.
This is, by the way, like a wine bottle from Cape May Brewing Company. Where is this from? So I was trading with a friend.
Isn't it?
Sure. I'm horrible at geography. And it doesn't even say, Cape May Brewing Company, Cape May, New Jersey.
Oh, way off.
Oh, hello. All right, we got a New Jersey beer here. It looks pretty girly with some pastels, yellows, and purples. It's called Higby. It's a golden sour ale aged 17 months in red wine barrels. So it sounds crazy. There's a story on the side here. Higby Beach, a stone's throw from CNBC, is named for bootlegger Thomas Higby, who still roams the rustic trails and unforgiving landscape, eluding capture by the agents of the law sent to nab him. Keep the peace by offering him a bottle of the beer that bears his name. All right, and it's 10.1% by volume.
Is this a real person?
People are chucking bottles at random people, random hobos.
Higby!
That's a fancy term, right?
Higby, think fast!
The homeless. Yeah. Think fast, Higby! Just chucking bottles at New Jersey homeless people.
My name's Jeff!
Higby!
Higby.
Jeff Higby.
You're Higby.
Why
This
do you
looks
have a
really
southern
cool.
accent?
Shout out to Shelly.
whoa.
Oh, crap. This thing is fairly carbonated. It smells delicious while it's spilling all over the place, by the way.
I did shake it up for you.
Good thing we got a couple towels here. So it looks fantastic. The wax on the top of this. So it's a bottle that is covered in wax. You can, I know you can smell it too, right?
Or because it's spilling everywhere.
There's yellow wax that matches the label, which I think is kind of neat and pretty cool.
I tried to get it everywhere too whenever I was taking it off earlier in anticipation to make this a little cleaner. I'm glad I took the effort to make this a seamless opening of the bottle. It was an effort well spent.
Let me hand this to Jason and shake it up real quick.
Shake this bad boy up.
But in the way that it exploded, we definitely all got a smell, and it smells fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what it smells like yet because I've been trying to do damage control.
The sour.
The Brettanomyces.
The sourness.
Oh, yeah?
Sour acidity.
Oh, definitely. Now this looks a lot the same as Elvis Juice.
Color is definitely
Right?
some of that
Just
amber,
a little
probably
bit
from
lighter.
the red wine barrels.
Kind of
It's
like apple
hazy.
juicy.
Hazy.
A little hazy.
Sour, very interesting. But I'm trying to get in there. Obviously, it's high.
Oh, here we go. Did you want to read the profile? This
Oh,
has a
profile. Here we go, guys. With sharp acidity and a refreshing dry finish, Higby is a golden sour ale with a gentle rustic funk, blended to be well-rounded and approachable. Okay. Extended aging will mellow the perception of sourness and flavor of stronger something presence because it's all it's all sweaty and getting rubbed off.
You have to chug this one.
I will say this looks pretty cool. I know I said it looked a little girly earlier, but I think that's just because of the purple
Jason's
and yellow.
fragile masculinity.
I think it
a
does
little
look
Mardi
good.
Gras.
Mardi Gras?
It's definitely the colors, but I mean...
Well, Atlantic City, right? As I Googled Cape May, it's pretty close to Atlantic City. Maybe a little of that vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe.
All right, I just tasted it. It's pretty good. It is not as sour as I thought it was going to be.
No, the smell is definitely...
No,
I'm getting the
ooh.
wine.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Ooh,
pretty
wow, a lot of
balanced,
wine.
right?
A lot of
And
wine.
Pretty, yeah.
On the back half of my tongue. A lot of wine right now.
Yes. Yeah. I get the exact same taste. Oh, that's cool.
That's
but it
really
like
good.
stays kind of sweet on the front, right?
Not as
This,
sweet as
this,
Red Wine,
this tastes
but-
like a slightly sour wine to me. I was expecting the opposite. I was expecting something like really sour ale with a small hint of being... I'm getting pure opposite. Like, it tastes like
Yeah.
a wine as a beer. So it's, but it's interesting. It's a good beer.
Normally, I would associate that sort of kind of sourness with like a white, like a some Alsatian white wine kind of thing, you know. But this is a red wine, like a Riesling, like an Alsatian Riesling, or what's that one? Gertzen.
Like a Gewürztraminer?
Yeah, Gewürztraminer. Yeah, but this is red wine barrels, right? Yeah, red wine barrels.
I like that. The aroma is like I was expecting so much tart.
Yeah, the smell doesn't necessarily match the taste, but it's good.
This is a very confusing beer. The more that I taste it...
Ooh, yeah, after 3 or 4 sips, I really think that wine is really messing with
all
my
the way in
taste
the back of
buds,
your
the back
throat
of my
now.
throat. It's messing with me.
Well, I think this is what it is for me. It's that we've had 2 very slammable, and I'm getting to this. And I'm trying to drink it the same way, and I can't.
Right.
This is definitely a more.
Oh, I already drank all 12 ounces. That
Yeah,
you poured me.
we didn't want to mention it on here, but
No, it's good, but yeah, you're right. It's a sipping beer.
because it's very complex, and I like that. There's a lot of character. I mean, the packaging's really good. The aroma's nice. I mean, I like my sour beer, but yeah, the taste is not what I was expecting at all. But cool and complex. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Who thinks I'm
I always think you're complex. What are you talking about?
You are the only person. You're very complex to me because you're the only person that I know is proud to be a host. When people bring up, what did you do on we're gonna get into it. We're getting into it.
unbelievable.
Just right into it. Which house do you want to be in? Oh, I don't know. The one that's like next to the
Hufflepuff
kitchen.
all day.
The servants' quarters of the castle.
This guy over here. Oh, where would you fit in the Harry Potter universe? Oh, well, obviously I'm Harry. I'm the hero. Secret on the Quidditch team, Gryffindor. No big deal. Won the Triwizard Tournament, obviously.
How do you spell
Hey,
protagonist?
you can't apologize for what gets tested and what comes out of the computer when I go onto Pottermore, and it tells me I'm Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Game knows game, and that game told me that I'm Harry Potter.
Yeah, obviously I'm the hero. No, I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm just I like to chill. I like to drink beer. I like to hang out. I like to play sports. But
I don't want to show it off.
I don't want to take it too seriously. I'm just here to have a good time.
I bet they tell you you have really pretty eyes too.
Yeah. Yeah, when we're chilling.
You're just so nice.
Yeah, just in my grotto, in my garden level apartment. Right next kitchen
Bronze
adjacent.
is a good color.
Kitchen
it's a good
adjacent.
Metal.
Hey,
Ooh, close to the food. That's great.
they say that bronze medalists at the Olympics tend to be happier than silver medalists.
Is
Silver
that-
medalists their psychology is just thinking about, I was so close to gold, whereas bronze, you're like, made it on the podium, nailed it.
Is that why they all fight for bronze?
No,
Instead of
obviously
gold.
gold
'Cause I was
is
understanding they were all going for gold.
obviously gold is the
Like
happiest.
Gryffindor
I'm
gold.
saying bronze as opposed to silver.
So it's
Obviously Slytherin is
go
last.
for gold or go home. And if you're silver, well,
People
sorry.
overlook the fact that Slytherin was kicking ass before Harry Potter got there. They were winning
For
the
years.
cup years upon years.
Also,
Yeah.
that as Jason Concepcion and Mallory Rubin, if you're listening, of
you
Binge
are.
Mode fame, point out, just swept
Oh,
under
man,
the
that's
rug
so
that
good.
one of the founders of Hogwarts, just a huge racist, big it.
Which one's that?
Slytherin.
No, I'm
Slytherin?
kidding. I know. It's like, he's the one that did.
What are you talking
he's
about?
trying to say race
was a
war.
great-
Yeah.
great
In
man.
Prisoner of Azkaban, is it Prisoner of Azkaban or is it Chamber?
We're
No,
just
it's
gonna have
Chamber
to-
of Secrets. When they go to the Slytherin common room, the password is pure blood
Yeah.
to get in.
Stephen Miller said it. It's a nice guy. Look, I'm just saying we got a difference of opinion here, and I say good day, sir. Good day, sir. I'm bowing out. Good day, sir.
Plenty of good people on both sides.
Yeah,
that's what they said about the Battle of Hogwarts.
That was the Harry Potter cast. If you enjoyed that,
Please listen to Alex and Ryan's Harry Potter time. Jason is a
I
good
need to have
producer.
background music for each one of these segments. The soccer segment, the Harry Potter segment.
We should get remixed.
Yeah, this is not a beer podcast anymore.
Oh.
Can we drink the rest of this and then move on to
Your
the fourth
wife
beer?
wanted some of that beer, so I have to give you a heads
We've
up. That
only
she wants
had,
some
like,
of it.
half of
Yeah,
it.
I know. I figured we
She could have the rest.
Ooh, burn.
No, I'm just saying because we're gonna have our work
Have
cut out
the
for us
rest.
with this last one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm
this
super
last
excited
one,
about this.
and
Let's
this
do it.
is a Ryan's contribution, so I'm going to hand it off to him. But I'm going to preface it by saying, "Wow." so give that a
Let's say
description.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I have brought to contribute here is a product of Evil Twin Brewing, which I'm sure many listeners out there know and love because they make a lot of good beer. But I have brought a pint can of the Big Ass Money Stout. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. So the Big Ass Money Stout, it is an imperial stout. The label is black with
pizza.
with dollar bills and pepperoni pizza
Shit,
slices.
dude, what says money more than
on
pizza?
it?
That's my whole
Graphics.
life right there.
Yeah, Big Ass Money.
That is big ass money, by the way, because the dollar the Benjamins on there are the size of the pizza slices.
Oh
So that
wait,
is big ass money.
Oh wait, you know
Or small
I
ass
jumped the
pizza.
gun
Small
here.
ass
So this looks like oh no, it's produced and bottled for Evil Twin Brewing at Westbrook Brewing Co. in South Carolina. Okay, so
Oh,
it's still, so
alright.
it's Evil Twin Brewing.
It's a little collab deal.
Yeah. And on the side here it says, 2 old friends and brewers decided to go crazy together. This time they met stateside to brew a rich, over-the-top, and unique stout. Guaranteed to impact your taste buds, this big-ass stout contains 2 essential ingredients that unite Stavanger and New York. I don't know what Stavanger is. I don't know what the two essential ingredients, pizza and money?
I fucking hope so. That sounds amazing.
So...
Part pizza, part money. This stout is 100% on point.
And what's the name of that beer again?
Big Ass Money Stout. Money Stout.
Money stout.
Bam, 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 bam. All right, so here we go.
Very
Let's,
nice.
it is a
This is pure
rich
syrup.
brown. It is a rich brown.
I feel like in the back of this entire tasting needs to go.
Ooh boy.
Whoa, that
Oh.
is motor oil.
That is rich.
Holy
I gotta
cow.
tell you, I am apprehensive.
Jason's face as he saw me pouring that was just he was wincing.
So I'm gonna take a little time out here to point out I have saved the most adorable cup on the table for the heaviest beer because we have I don't even know what to say. It's a sake cup, I guess.
Yeah, it was the sake. It's like, all right, so there's a few sakes that come in the cup you could drink them in. You just like peel off the top. You're left with this glass cup, more or less. Is he not the most
the
cutest,
best.
adorable freaking thing you've ever seen?
It's so good. Man, the carbonate. I know this is an imperial stout, but that is, even though I said it was really dark and syrupy going in, like it's got nice structure. It forms a nice head.
The head goes away fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's
Settling
to
it's
just
got
black
some legs
gas.
on the side.
Should we smell that here?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
smell
let's
this
do
bad boy.
Well, you know what? It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be in the smell.
No.
If you get really close to it.
what is
But
this? Smells like almost breakfast eating.
What are you thinking? Oatmeal? I get like
I'm not getting a
super
lot.
dark, like chocolate,
yeah, maybe chocolate.
but that's
getting a lot.
it.
That's
Not
it.
much
Shall
on
we?
here.
Shall we dig in?
Oh man,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
it. That is smooth.
That is silky smooth.
Holy cow!
That is unbelievable.
I was not expecting that at all.
17%.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that already?
I don't know,
It is
like-
17.2% alcohol by volume, which is for reference. I think wine is like 13. So
That's the booziest
This
beer
is
we've had
like
on here, and I don't
milk.
taste it at all.
No, I don't taste
ooh,
it.
I feel the booze in me now. after a sip, I feel it in me.
It's got the
I
shakes.
am starting to feel invincible.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah.
I
Ooh,
feel
yeah.
my inhibitions
little
lowering.
little
as
flush
I
in my
drink
cheeks
this.
Oh, yeah.
after that. But yeah.
Wow,
that's
is that
really
tasty?
smooth. How is that so smooth?
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, it definitely. I want to say that it's using sweet booze you usually do with this. But it's not. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And it's not overly boozy, but I know that it's both of those. Oh, that's
It's
really
really
smooth.
thick.
Yeah, it's
the
really
mouthfeel is
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's
syrupy.
viscous, very viscous.
yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
velvety too. Like it's thick, it's viscous, but it's velvety. It's no, it's really good. It's
What a
and not easy
conundrum.
drinking, but it's.
Can you imagine drinking this entire 20-ounce can by yourself?
Absolutely not. I would throw up probably.
I would throw up.
Well, we've got one.
I mean,
we
this
got
is
another
just-
one right here.
No, I brought 1 pint and then we split it
Yeah.
into thirds.
You would need.
Oh,
you need buddies.
Westbrook, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. It's just outside of Charleston.
Sure.
Well, they do a lot of crazy food down there.
Down in South Carolina.
Yep, with their shrimp and grits.
Got a mouthful of syrup.
Yeah.
Full of molasses.
Oh, that's yeah, that's what it was. I
As
was
a
trying to
side
make an
note,
Are you
office
sure you're not a
reference.
Slytherin?
I was trying to make an office reference.
So
but,
Ryan and I actually tried to go to Winter Hill Brewing.
now for the office segment of the
Yeah.
podcast.
All right, here we go. Let's switch it up.
and we
Switch it
tried
up.
to go to their trivia, and
Cue
I thought,
piano.
okay, this is pretty niche. Like we'll get in easily. They had over 2,000 people confirm we're going to this. You've been to Winter Hill; it's tiny,
Yeah.
and like 70 people.
I don't want to say it's a
tickets.
shack. It's like a standalone Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
That's what it
it's
looks
small.
like.
Yeah.
Like it's very small. They I think they could host like 70 people, and they've had just angry responses, and they've hosted like 3 full ones.
Right.
Getting on waiting lists to be on their trivia.
Yeah, they had to sell tickets, and I told Alex and his wife Danielle that I would get us a ticket for 4 people to go, and they went on sale at noon on a Tuesday. I was on there at noon on their Facebook page, refreshing. The link pops up. I click on it. It's an Eventbrite. I click on the Eventbrite. I click on buy a ticket, and it was sold out.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was nuts, and
I did read a couple articles about it.
People
about
were furious.
Yes, people were so mad.
They did have a big one. I completely forgot about it. I
Yeah,
think it
it was
already
a different
happened.
location,
It was at
yeah.
the Lowell Spinners Stadium.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And Stanley was there, the actor that
What?
Are
plays
you
Stanley.
kidding
No
me? Stan
way.
is actually at that one.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch!
but it was like $40 a person or $45 a person.
I hope he said nothing except Sudoku. the
Yeah, just
entire
Sudoku.
time. Like that's.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that would have been amazing. But what was really cool about it, what made me want to do it, was they were giving away a legitimate Dundee.
yeah.
And I wanted that Dundee so bad.
Wow.
It would have said that you won.
Yeah, office
for
trivia.
Just
But
amazing.
I'm sure there'll be more around. I was at Down the Road Brewing maybe 2 weeks ago. No, last week. It was July 5th, and they were doing a Seinfeld trivia night. I don't really know Seinfeld, but so I imagine Office will pop up again.
Right. That's a great idea.
I think it's popping
Yeah.
up across a lot of them. We should just pack that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a delay tactic. I don't come back to this for fast.
Also, just quickly down the road. So when I was there,
so good.
I know you two are familiar with Down the Road. They had a spicy pickle beer.
Oh,
Have you
that's
had
right.
this?
No, I haven't yet.
I did not have
as a
that.
pickle enthusiast, I
As
really
a pickle
enjoyed it.
enthusiast.
So is it a Goza or is it?
No, it's like a beer. It's not a sour beer. It just like has spicy pickle flavor, and it's like a little green.
Is this?
But
Are
not
they
a
the
super-
ones? Is it Grillo's? Like,
I don't know.
There are a few of those out
It
there.
was a
that are doing-
brewery only thing. It was just on their menu, so I just
There are
said
a few
hand
local
it
breweries
over.
that are doing pickle beers. Like they're really
Oh, really?
popular. Pickle the beer.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, this was the first one I've encountered, and I enjoyed it.
I think their logo for it was a guy running on something, and it very down the road looking, and I was like, that's pretty good because their artwork is wonderful.
Oh man. All right. So I think we need to take a break. We need to re-taste these one last time and then rate them, and then we'll see how these fall from last to first.
Yep.
So we'll take a quick commercial break. Brewbot, play
Hit up them
something.
sponsors.
Play something stupid.
Reference.
All right, and we're
Yeah,
back.
we're back.
And
We're back. We're back. We have voted. We've thought thoroughly about these beers. We spent almost no time rating these. We did not talk about anything else
Nope.
except for beer this entire time.
Nope.
We are ready to discuss our favorite beers from bottom to top. Elvis Juice, Fathead, Cape May, Big Ass Money Stout. Let's start with Ryan. What do you think is your least favorite beer out of those 4 that we've tasted today?
So obviously my most favorite is Ale from the Old Vale.
Oh, good old throwback.
That's
Man,
good
that's
level
a good
setting.
one.
You're just saying fuck everything else.
No, so my least favorite?
Yeah, what's your least favorite
So my
beer?
least favorite is the Cape May Higby. I had as my least favorite. Now, normally I love a sour beer. I scored it high for the creativity and the packaging, both of which I enjoyed. And the front, I guess, to use a technical term, of the taste, like when it first hits you, is good. But man, that red wine taste in the back of my tongue really just like, it makes me not want to drink it after 3 or 4 sips of it.
I actually agree with you on that one. Is that your
it's
bottom?
It's not my bottom, but it's it definitely makes it harder to enjoy. It's not even close to one, so I think I'm gonna be the outlier yet again. But I agree, like it's hard to sit, like it's hard to drink a lot of it once, but the sipping complexity of it makes it a little bit higher up for me. But the wine taste is overpowered.
Yeah, like I said when we were initially tasting it, I feel like I see what they were going for with the red wine as opposed to the white wine, because normally I associate a flavor similar to a sour beer with like a really dry white wine.
Right.
But yeah, I think the red wine aspect is kind of blah.
Yeah, it gets overwhelming really fast for sure.
To use a technical term, it was like blah, 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 blah.
You thought that the Cape May Higby was your least favorite?
No, so I actually have it. We'll see as we climb up here. It is not my bottom.
Wow! Does that mean that it's not your third favorite either?
It's not.
Save the surprise.
Oh my god!
And my least favorite is what I thought was actually going to be high up for me, which is Fathead Starlight. I love the lager. I think it's a great lager. But it's very predictable flavors. I think this is very predictable for me. Although the packaging is amazing, it really makes me want to bump it. It is the bottom of the run.
Wow, that's so sad.
I think that's
I thought it was going to be higher.
More a credit to
That's
the
so
other
crazy.
beers, right?
Definitely.
Than any knock on on the old Starlight.
All right.
That's thank you for that lovely Hufflepuff take.
You're welcome.
4th place isn't bad.
You're welcome.
It's okay.
Well, I'm
We're
saying
near
you
the
didn't
kitchen.
say anything bad about it
That's
so much
true.
as you just liked the other beers better.
Right. It could definitely, I'll say this, it could get selected to represent school, but it's definitely, that's how I feel about
It's
it.
being killed by Voldemort.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like a 5. But no, it's a really good beer, but it's my number.
Wow. Okay, Ryan, let's go to number 3.
No, you didn't do your number 4.
Oh, I agreed with you. Higby.
Oh.
Higby is at the bottom for me. I am just... There's something about it compared to the other 4
It's
or
not,
the other
it's
3.
not as slam. Not so hard.
I'm not the fan of like having it be super creative and also not super tasty. Like if it's very creative and like, ugh, like what is this? Like what this is, then it's gonna be at the bottom compared to these other ones that are like actually really trying to, I don't know, like be great in a certain category.
Right, yeah, I'm with you. Either one to be really good or, as I alluded to, the ale from the Old Vale. Just something really out there. You know? Like this is...
I would definitely grab this and be like, hey, you gotta try this. Just because you're like, oh, this is wine beer.
But it wasn't
Try it
like
out.
out there enough for me to rate it higher.
Yeah.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of like the beers that I've had for brewing. I don't know, like even the style of it a bit. No, it reminds me a little bit. I mean, obviously close proximity.
That's
Something
what you
like
like. All right, Ryan, what's number 3?
So
for you?
third for me, and I'm coming at this from a similar place as Alex, is the Starlight German style lager. Again, I really liked this beer. This would definitely be a beer that I could see myself, buying a 6-pack, a 12-pack of on a weekend and thoroughly enjoying. But it just, didn't have any kind of like standout qualities. It was just like a good German style lager.
But it's a good beer, but there's nothing that makes it like so stand out.
Didn't have that it factor. Difficult to define what makes,
Got it.
You either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
Do you agree with him for number 3?
No, so that was my number 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
right.
And again,
What's your number?
My number, oh my gosh, we're gonna be so different here. My number 3 was the Elvis Juice.
Which is also my number.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really good, right? I mean, the thing is, like,
It is really good.
It's a fantastic tasting thing.
It's
I will say,
fantastic.
I feel
It's
like
juicy.
I've had so many that, again, it falls in that that same category we're talking about with the Fatheads is that I've had it. I don't feel like it's different before. Really good iteration of what I've had before, but so creativity has really driven a lot of them.
Okay. I thought it was very creative, and it's something that I'm not going to pick up again. I was like, I tasted it, I was like, oh, this is great.
The Brewdog?
It's cool. Yeah, but I'm not going to go back.
Right.
I'm not going to search it out to go buy it again.
But that smell.
But it's still really good.
So
the smell's
good.
amazing. I think I gave it a 10 for smell.
Really
It's
high
just-
for that
yeah.
much. I hope you like it. I've spilled it all. Dewey's meant for the
Number 2, Ryan. What'd you get?
So I had a hard time actually distinguishing or deciding, I should say, between my number 1 and number 2. But I think my number 2 is the Brewdog. I really like it. I was surprised. I didn't think that I would like it. Like grapefruit IPA just seemed kind of like, been there, done that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the smell was great. I could see myself, unlike many IPAs, I could see myself sitting down for the evening and having like 4 of these amongst friends, no problem, as opposed to other IPAs, especially like New England IPAs you get nowadays where I have 2 and then I have a stomach.
Right. This is so heavy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with the label just because it was so confusing. But yeah, so I think it was difficult to decide between that and my eventual number 1. But that is my number 2, Brewdog.
Jason, how about you? What do you got?
Number 2, I have Fathead. It's so drinkable, and I know it's not creative. I know that the smell is barely there, but man, can I crush these things.
It's so drinkable.
It's so
hurts
and it's the
bad
middle
to
of the
put it
summer,
on.
and all I want to do is drink more of it. Like
Right.
that was the
Yeah.
thing when I tasted this. I was like, I instantly want more.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided that this is going to be up there. It's going to be on top of the other 2 that I think are creative, but I'm not going to drink a lot of.
And that's the thing is like people really think that grape for summer years and citrus and stuff, but if I'm saying one of these is beer, I agree. Because
Yeah.
that's what I would grab.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree as well.
My number 2 is going to be Cape May. I really like the complexity of it. I agree. It's not something I could drink. Like this is the perfect amount.
3 sips tops.
The most. But I like it a lot. I think that it kind of blew my mind a little bit with like what I expected versus what I got when I tasted it, and that's tricking me from like the labeling of telling me what it is. Smell, I'm like, yep, definitely gonna be a sour, and then it's entirely different flavor. Just really creative, well done. I like it too, which means I think we have a unanimous.
We all
number
agree
one.
on the top beer. Hey,
Let's
there we go.
cheers.
I almost had this as number
This
2.
is
It was very
amazing.
close.
It was close for me too, actually. But no, it's so good, and it meets all the qualifications we talked
Big
about.
Ass Money Stout.
Big Ass Money Stout.
And that has nothing to do with
No, I think I gave it very high scores with the label and the label. I think I gave it a 9.
That's
The
it's a strong
label.
label.
I think I
It's
might
a
have done the
fun-
same.
It's
Yeah.
a very fun label. I will say it's
It
still
is.
basic, like Evil Twin stuff is, but
Yeah.
like their other stuff, it's so catchy and so cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, the aroma is odd. I still can't place it.
Subtle.
It's very subtle. The taste, though, holy cow, is so smooth.
Big
Flavors
Ass
packed
Money
in.
taste.
And-
I love comparing this to like a very light summer lager.
Yeah.
It's really hard to decide which one you like better.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're so different.
Like
I would.
That's
like,
it. I don't want
drinking
any.
one can of this. Holy shit! Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go to
don't-
bed after that.
I don't want any more than this tasting glass worth of
no,
this beer.
I don't think I could.
That
Right.
said, it's incredible.
It's
The fact
Yes.
that it's like so smooth and is, again, just to reiterate, it is 17.2% alcohol by volume.
This
More
is
than
a
wine.
perfect friend beer.
More than wine needs to be just reiterated.
If you had
Yeah.
friends, which
Uh,
most of you do.
also, I think this cost me like $12 for one can. So,
Really?
yeah. So, it's worth the
Big
$12.
Money Stout.
That's what you call a stick.
So it's worth the $12 just for the conversation.
It's really good.
I think it is. I think
and I
it
will
is.
tell you, don't follow that through to all other beers because we have a all-time low ranking called 13-ish bucks for one bottle called Maple Jesus.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Ugh.
Yeah, everybody had that once. So.
Yeah.
All right, so
that'll
we
happen.
all voted on all of these beers.
Did my votes
We
match
put the
up
numbers
to
in.
what I
Beep,
said?
boop, boop, beep, boop, bop. Thank you,
Brewbot.
Brewbot
What did I
for
come out
Good
with?
work, buddy.
Let's talk final scores. The bottom one was Cape May Higby 6.23. Next up, Fathead Starlight. I had it higher. It's a 6.95. Not bad. Then Elvis Juice eked out on top of that 7.13. And then in the green, Big Ass Money, 7.63.
Nice.
So
that was my ranking. Exactly.
It was? Oh,
Yeah.
nice job.
Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh my gosh, this is so great. I love all
Did
these
my
numbers.
number rankings
Creativity
match
was a 9 for Higby.
Yeah. Oh, for
Well,
sure.
it's very
I
creative,
think I gave
Yeah,
it a 9.
even though it was at the bottom. Packaging for Big Ass Money was an 8.5.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, look
Pizza
at
and money. What else do
It's
you
a
need?
simple kind of like old-timey like video game graphics that they have on a lot of their beers.
Yeah, that's definitely like that NES
good.
Western shit.
Yeah, like the 8-bit. That's the term
yeah.
I'm looking for. Like the 8-bit style sort of graphics. They do that, like I said, I think with most.
But yeah, I mean, that's
What was the highest taste-wise? The money? Had to be.
Highest taste wise was the money by far at 8. Yeah.
yeah, stout.
Cape May Higby was 5.3.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 4.
I think I dragged that one worth.
Yeah, I gave it a 4, I think.
I love the complexity of that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody go try these beers.
Really good.
Let us know what you think. You can rate them on our website, somervilleandbrewcast.com. You can go to Twitter at, what is it?
At
SV
SV
Brewcast? Instagram at Somerville and Brewcast?
Alliance.
Somerville and Brew Alliance?
We've done a really good job here is making sure all of our social media is uniform.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nothing is different. They're all incredibly hard to track and different. So good luck. It's what I will say.
Follow us on Facebook. I think that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah,
Or go to our website, listen to our podcast on Google Play, iTunes. I think someone should rate us on iTunes more than one person.
I rated.
That one person is right.
That one person is right.
I have not even rated us.
Perfect.
My mom has not even rated us.
Oh,
What the hell?
Mom, come
What the
on.
hell? And the Columbus Brew Mom. Where are you at?
Oh, yeah. We need so much mom love right now. Please go to iTunes, rate us, and
If you have
that's it.
children.
If you have children,
Please give us 5
please
stars.
listen to this beer podcast. Perfect. All right. Well, I think you've reached another end of an episode. Let's hope.
Congratulations.
We need to stop this right now. We need to drink the rest of this beer, have a good time, and then eat some more of those
Feel
crackers
remiss,
that my wife
Jason,
gave
if
us.
I didn't mention that this was episode 21, the drinking age episode of the Summer
Is it
Village
21?
Brewcast. It
No
was
way.
21, yep. So,
Wow.
happy birthday, Brewbot. Able to drink, please, on this podcast. But yeah, this podcast is over now. Sure.
Awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
Until next time, beep, bop, beer.
Yes, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. So good to get together. Every day. So good to get together. Every night. So good to get together. Feeling so good to get together. So, baby, so good to get together. So good to get together. So good to get together. So good to